Let me tell you a story about an evil hairdresser and the only child of an outcast witch. Once upon a time, in a very beautiful village of Aremu, there lived a woman named Tope. Tope was married to a great farmer, and together they had four beautiful children. Unfortunately, her husband met his untimely death. Tope was devastated. It didn't take long, her children started having crises. In the space of 2 years, Tope lost three of her children because no one in the village knew exactly what was wrong with them. In order not to be childless, Tope took her daughter Shalewa to the river goddess to save her life. The river goddess felt pity for her and granted her wish for Shalewa to live a completely healthy life. The river goddess told her the ritual to perform and gave her a mirror, and Tope thanked her. When she was carrying out the rites, a group of villagers saw her. They went into the village and spread the rumor that she was a witch and have initiated her daughter, Shalewa. The villagers were shocked and they sent her and her daughter away from the village, accusing them of being witches. This was heartbreaking for Tope, but she did not mind as long as her daughter was well and alive. Tope and Shalewa went into the neighboring village and began to live there. She did all she could for Shalewa, who in turn grew up to be a very good and caring daughter. And she was blessed with gifts to see what ordinary humans couldn't. As time passed, she visited her home village regularly with hopes of being accepted back one day. In the village of Aremu, there lived a very popular hairdresser named Bisola. She was renowned for her craft in hair making. Bisola was the best, and she succeeded in overtaking the rest of the stylists in the village. Although no one knew where Bisola was from, but they patronized her because of her clean crafts. Everyone talked about her. She was very fast and her hands were painless. But she had rules. No mirror or reflection were allowed in her salon. No customer was allowed to wear shoes inside her salon. These rules were strange, but no one questioned her as long as the services were rendered. But unknown to the villagers, there were strange spirits working with her, who were collecting all the stars of the maidens, making them to become invisible to suitors. This went on for a very long time until one day, Shalewa came to visit her village Aremu as advised by her mother Tope. So she decided to visit the salon as it was the right place to hear about the news regarding the village. Shalewa had been hearing about Bisola's salon, and so she decided to give her a chance. As she stepped into the salon, unaware of the rules, Bisola shouted at her to take off her shoes. This was strange to Shalewa, but she did as instructed. Just when Bisola was about to begin, she saw strange spirits hovering around the place. Shalewa, unaware of her gift, was frightened, but she decided to compose herself so Bisola does not notice. She paid her money without making her hair and promised to return to the salon some other time. Shalewa took to her heels and ran back to her mother Tope, narrating everything she experienced at Bisola's salon. Tope was shocked. For you to have seen that, it means your gift has started manifesting. Tope sat down and narrated the story surrounding her powers to Shalewa, asking her to use her powers for good and not to harm people. You have to set those maidens free from the bondage they are in, Shalewa, Tope said, as Shalewa agreed. But Mama, how do I go about it? I can only see and feel them. How do I stop such evil? Dear viewers, how do you think Shalewa would be able to help the villagers? Let's continue and find out. If you've not yet subscribed, kindly hit the subscription button and like this video. It is your way of supporting this channel. Okay, let's continue. Tope brought out a mirror, the same one that was used to trap birds that was hovering around Shalewa years ago. Take this mirror, find a way to get it into the salon. When she starts to confront you, scream for help. All the spirit will have no choice than to enter the mirror where they would be trapped for eternity, Tope said to Shalewa. The next day, Shalewa wrapped the mirror and went to Bisola's salon in Aremu village. Welcome back, Shalewa. You left hurriedly yesterday. Hope all is well, Bisola asked. Yes, all is well. I remember that there was something I needed to do urgently. Reason I left hurriedly, Shalewa responded to Bisola as she told her the hairstyle she would like to make. Shalewa closely monitored the spirits, after which she brought out the mirror and began to scream. Bisola was angry. She tried all she could to destroy the mirror, but before she could do anything, the villagers ran to the salon. Immediately, all the spirits, including Bisola, entered the mirror. The villagers were shocked on seeing this. So you mean spirits have been the ones making our hair all this while? A villager said, as they all stared at the mirror, still trying to understand what just happened. Shalewa told them that Bisola have been stealing their stars, reason maidens in the village were not getting married. The villagers thanked her and asked her who she was, as no one truly knew her. My name is Shalewa and I'm from this village. My mother and I were casted out of this village several years back because she was accused of being a witch, whereas she was only trying to save my life with the help of the river goddess, whose power I now hold to do good things. Shalewa said. Who might your mother be? An elderly man asked. Her name is Tope, Shalewa replied as she reminded them of what happened several years back. The villagers felt ashamed for what they did and apologized to Shalewa, after which they begged her to come back to the village with her mother Tope. Shalewa and Tope came back to their home at Aremu, where her powers were used to protect the land. Because of this, Tope became one of the most respected women in the village. Bisola's salon was burnt down and all the maidens were set free from their bondage, and they were forever grateful to Shalewa. This is the end of this story. The moral lesson from this story is to not be quick to condemn or cast people away, because they might actually be the ones to help in the future. Imagine Shalewa had a grudge against the people of Aremu. They would have still been in bondage in the hands of Bisola, the evil hairdresser. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you liked the story. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and also share this video. Remember, by doing this, you are helping me grow this channel and making my dreams come true. We love and appreciate you so much. See you in our next story.